Diamond channel. My name is Jennifer Diamond, and I'm a certified plant-based nutrition coach living a whole food, plant-based lifestyle for health and well-being. And it literally gave me my life back. And I know it can help you with yours too. I am so happy you're here with me today. Feel free to interact with me in the chat. I just love hearing from you and ask any questions, share your thoughts, say hello to others if you'd like. That's what I think is so awesome about going live, is that we can interact together in real time. And I just really love that. But if you are watching this as a replay, you can still leave a question or a comment in the comment section, and I will get back to you as soon as I can. So if you have watched me recently, you probably know that Todd and I recently went to Costa Rica. And if you missed any of those lives, there are replays on my YouTube channel. So go check them out. We went live while we were in Costa Rica, I think three times, and then shared about the trip once we got back. At any rate, while we were there in Costa Rica in Karate, isn't that how you say it?
It is.
Yeah, Karate. It's on the Osa Peninsula. We stayed at a lodge with people from the NHA and others connected with Ethos Farm in New Jersey with Dr. Ron Weiss. Anyways, there, as well as other like-minded people that we met there. And they all live a whole food, plant-based, SOS-free lifestyle, or they were striving to go that direction. There were a few spouses that were not on that path, but were trying it out. And it was just really cool. And so anyways, the chef and his staff, I understand, were training to cook without salt, oil, sugar, and whole food plant-based for a year and a half, we were told. And boy, did they rock it once we were there. Each night for dinner, there was a buffet style table and a soup area. And one of my favorite meals there was, and there were many favorite meals, but one of them was their homemade lentil soup. So I want to say hello in the chat, but I want to ask a question. Has anyone made lentil soup before? And if so, how did it turn out? And while you're answering me, I want to say hello, Jill Caperton. I'm waiting patiently. She said, well, you don't have to wait anymore. Here we are. And Apple 369, hello. Hi, Jennifer, Todd, Jill, and everyone. Really great to see you and everyone else here. Even if you're not chatting, I'm excited that you're watching. While you're continuing to hopefully put your answer in the comments in the chat, I'm going to tell you that I actually asked the chef if he would share. Well, I didn't ask him directly. I asked somebody to ask him if he would share his lentil soup recipe with me, and he did. So today I thought we would recreate that soup recipe just the way it was shared, which is in a Dutch oven. You know, this guy right here on the stovetop. I know you could also make this, I believe, in an Instant Pot. I make lentil soup a lot. I've shared some of those here on my channel, but I wanted to do it the way they do it. I hope we don't run out of time, but if you do decide to make this in the Instant Pot, I'm going to share how I would do that. But I wanted to see if it comes close to what we had there in Costa Rica. And Todd offered to help with the chopping and cooking. So come on, Todd, hang out with me today and say hello to everyone.
Hello to everyone. I will be doing my best sous chefing today.
Sous chefing, you are a great sous chef. I really love when we get to hang out and chop and learn together. So I just want to see, Apple 369 says, I like Moroccan red lentil soup and thick brown lentil stews. Really you really have some amazing dishes and different things that you share, and that sounds really wonderful. I'm guessing that the Moroccan red lentil soup probably just has some very Moroccan style, right? Seasonings and flavors. So, anyways, before we get started, I just want to say, funny thing, when I had asked, I just want to share how this came up. Yeah. When I had asked the server And not they spoke
They spoke good English.
good English. But we there was still like a little, sometimes where we're like not sure.
They spoke better English than we spoke Spanish.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, no, they rocked at that. So anyways, when I asked one of the servers if I could have the recipe, and he said he would have it for me later in the day, he went and asked the chef, and they said yes, that. And then he asked me, do you want it in Spanish or in English? And I was like, oh dear, yeah, if you could give it to me in English, that would be great. And then the day kind of came and it left, and I finally went up to him at the end of the night after dinner to see if he was able to get it for me. And he started laughing. And he said, oh my gosh, I gave it to someone else who I thought was you. So I'm like, you did? Who had it? So anyhow, we laughed, and he did get me another copy. And it turned out someone in the group posted it in a chat, and they were saying, I don't know who this was really for, but thank you. And I actually heard that there were 2 people that had the recipe that they thought was me, but they didn't think I was me.
I don't know how you could forget you.
Okay, so let's get started.
Let's do it.
Okay, just quickly go over the ingredients. We're going to have a cup of green lentils, which I have in water right here. And I'll tell you why I have it in water in just a second. We're going to do 3 cups of water, a cup of plant milk. They used soy. We're going to use soy also. You could use anyone. A sprig of thyme. We are out of fresh thyme, so we're going to use dried thyme that we grew in the garden a while back. A stalk of celery, a half a cup of onion, a half a cup of diced bell pepper, 2 cloves of garlic, pepper. Ooh, cumin. We didn't get out the cumin. Would you get out the cumin, Sue?
Cumin, coming up.
Sous chef. A cup of diced potatoes, a cup of diced carrots, and then some chopped cilantro on top. So that's it. Now, we're going to get going here, and Todd's going to start chopping stuff. So what happened was, a while ago, awesome, honey, thank you. A while ago, I had shared a recipe with lentils and had rinsed them on, I guess on the show. And somebody in the comments said, rinsing the lentils isn't as good as if you wash them the way you would wash rice. And how do you wash rice?
So when I'm making rice, I put rice in, and I put a whole bunch of water in, stir it up with my hand.
What happens?
And the water obviously turns cloudy and gross looking, and pour it out. I do that 7 times until it comes out clear. And so I was thinking, okay, maybe we'll try that. So I just measured the cup of lentils, and I poured it in here and filled it with water, and kind of did what you're saying. Mm-hmm. And I didn't dump it, because then I was like, is that really that dark? I don't know. Sure. Oh yeah, there we go. It's in the water, but you could see the water doesn't look too bad. So I'm going to go ahead and, do you want to rinse this a couple of times? Sure.
Just dump the water. He's going to be at the sink over here like this, and then plop it back in until you say that it's clean enough. Okay. So while he's doing that, I don't know if that's a good way. I could help you if you want.
Nope, I got it.
Okay. So while he's doing that, I'm going to start doing a couple things. Oh, I got to tell you about the onions. So when we were getting ready to leave for Costa Rica, we were going to be gone for over 3 weeks. And I had some onion. This particular onion was given to me from a friend from her garden. And I was like, I don't want anything to happen to that. How could I, keep it? And I had bought this onion at the time, and I had this, is this a shallot? Okay. And so I did some research, and I heard that you can keep onions from going bad and leave them fresh for months. I mean, we don't have a dark cellar or anything. So for our situation here, they said, take a basket or take a bowl or whatever. I use this, and take paper. And this is like a paper from, packages from Amazon. And don't let the onion touch each other. And make like little, you know, like little cradles, and put it in here like this, you know, and stick it in there, not touching each other, and it should last. And I expected it, if it did last, to have roots growing, you know, out the top, and it just to be a mess. And we've been home for a couple of weeks, and these are the same onions. So good tip, if you guys ever are leaving and you have onions, you try that. Have you guys ever heard of that? And if so, did it work for you? I'd love to hear. So so I thought that was fun, and that's one of the reasons that we didn't want to cut these. Let me just move this ahead of time, was because I wanted to share this cool find. All right.
We have clean water.
Yay, we have clean, and we can move the camera around so you could see. Rose Brednack 7709 is on. Great idea. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, I couldn't believe it worked. So I'm going to go ahead and ask you to take care of this onion.
Take care of it?
Yes, we are going to take the onion, and you're going to dice a half a cup. I'll get you a measurement.
Okay.
You can cut it behind us here, or you can cut it right up here in front. And while you're doing that, I'll get the half cup thing here. So it's just a little bit. It's really funny. I have no idea how many measurements, or you know, how many servings this recipe is actually for. Here's this, honey. And if you want to share as you're going along.
Do you care if I get to the bottom or the top?
Oh, that's so cute. Yeah, no.
It's cute.
So cut this part off.
Yeah.
And then you can do it this way.
Got
you
it.
know how I taught you to do the checkerboard sort of?
Yes.
And then, but you cut it however you want, and then you share what that looks like. And let's just show. Can we just show that there's no root? Look at this. Is amazing to me. Ooh, it's kind of drippy, which is its mechanism here. Look at that.
Yeah, this is going to be a fun Teary event.
Teary event. Oh, well, we can always, let's wash it off. They say if you wash it off, it helps. I don't know. It doesn't really work for me. But thank you, sweetie.
Yep.
Okay. And so I'm going to grab a paper towel, and we want to get the lentils going. So I'm going to go ahead and put the lentils right in here. I'm not sure how to move the camera over. Todd's the one. So what I'm going to do is just show you. This is the pot that we're going to be using. And I'm going to go ahead and just put the lentils in. They take about 20 minutes to a half an hour to cook. So I'm just going to go ahead and start it right here. I normally just like to use the Instant Pot because it's a little easier. But I was really curious, like, what if someone doesn't have an Instant Pot? I shouldn't depend so much on an Instant Pot, you know? So we wanted to do it this way, and just do it the way that they taught, the way that they shared the ingredients. So, so there we go. All right, so I've got that in there, and this is how they were teaching, you know, to do it. I have 3 cups of water measured already, so I'm going to go ahead and place, let's see, place it in here, all 3 cups. I measured it ahead of time, so I know that it's 3 cups of filtered water. I would say it's probably better to use water that's maybe room temperature. This happened to be cold because I think our Berkey's a little low and it needs some water in it. But the reason why is just because it takes less time to heat up the water and get it to a boil when it's already room temperature versus using cold water. Okay, so we're placing it in the pot, and then I'm just going to set that aside because we don't have everything ready, but we are going to add to it a half of a bell pepper, which I have here. They didn't specify color. I had a half a bell pepper, red, so that's why I'm using this one. I'm sure you could use any one you want. The onion, which Todd's doing, and you might find that, you know, it just has to fill this, babe.
Yep,
so,
I know.
Yeah, okay, and it's okay because we're going to blend it up with the hand blender,
okay.
So it doesn't have to be really chopped in any great order or, you know, size. And we're also going to cut up celery, and we're going to add the garlic. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and do the garlic and wait for Todd. I'm going to move these beautiful potatoes over. And so I have, it calls for 2 garlic cloves, but I have this little tiny one. I'm just going to throw it in there. It's fine. I love garlic. We love garlic. And I have one of these guys. Yep. Let's see. Let's see. Show me how you move the camera too.
So you just do this.
Aha, look at that. Okay, so look at that. Good job, honey.
Yay.
He did a great job. 1/2 cup of onion, and we still have plenty more. Wow, that's a pretty big onion. You want to show what's left of that onion?
Sure. Here's what's left of my onion.
Let's see. Whoa. Okay, so that's, and I can't believe it's lasted since, I mean, we left on Valentine's Day, and I had that onion gifted to me or us for, gosh, probably at least a week and a half before then. It's amazing.
I would like to add that I cut exactly 1 cup, 1/2 cup of onion off of a full onion. There is no additional onion sitting here.
Wow. Yes. High five. That's great. That's great. Okay, so go ahead and put this directly in here.
What? Oh, the onion?
Yep, we're going to add the onion in there.
In you go.
And then, wow, it is really oniony over here. Can you guys feel that burn up my nose? And so go ahead next and take the red pepper, you know, the bell pepper, and just cut it up small. And
all
that would be great. Yeah, it says 1/2 cup. Well, 1/2 cup, not half of one. So here's the 1/2 cup thing again. You can measure that. Anyways, going back to the garlic, I have this little sleeve. Some of you may have one or may be familiar, but it's really good at taking off the peels. And so, you know, sometimes I just take a knife and I smash it and then I take the peels off. Sometimes I cut the tip off and then I roll it in here. It's just something to show. So see if like, look at if I smash it like that, the peel comes right off. And we're not going to use the peel in the recipe, but I thought it might be fun to show you, as long as it's started, you know, especially if you have a lot. I usually like put the cloves in there and then I just do this thing. And sometimes I have to do it a couple of times. And then you just dump it out and look at that. Voila, it's peeled. So that's kind of nice when you have a lot of garlic. I think I was saying onion, but I meant garlic. That, you know, you can go ahead and have something like that. And then I've got different ways to, you know, chop it and mince it. I'm just going to use this knife here. Just chop it a little bit. You know, it's nice sometimes to chop it ahead of time and let it just sit open. It releases some of the benefits. Look at that. Look at that. Okay, let me see if I can do what you did this.
Yep, change it. Yep,
look. Oh, I'm becoming a professional. So there's his 1/2 cup.
So much for job security.
Okay, so go ahead and add that into the pot. You can go ahead and turn the fire on. I'm going to go ahead and scoop the garlic and see what else. We're going to go ahead and plop the garlic in there. You know, and I would do this a little differently. I like to saute the onions first and get some of the aromas going. But that's okay. They wanted us to do it this way, and this is the way we're going to do it. So we still need celery. Only 1 stalk of celery. Pick your celery. They're all washed and cleaned. I just separated them, whichever one you want.
Anybody have a favorite?
Do you have a favorite?
You could
close your eyes and like pull one.
I just grab this one.
You can grab.
This one called to me.
Okay, yeah, whichever one.
Cut me.
Okay, so so cut that one up, and that's the celery, and then we also have the carrot. Now the celery we're gonna want to add in here, and the thyme, and then that's kind of set. So you know the thyme, I'm gonna just, since I don't have a sprig, like I mentioned, you'd want to use a fresh sprig. I'm gonna go ahead and just use a teaspoon. If you like more, use more. Now I would normally grind this up, which I might just do anyways. I think I am. I love thyme and like rosemary and those, but I don't like the little sticks in there. You ever see the little sticks? So I'm gonna get my little mortar and pestle, and I'm just going to, it's kind of heaping, put it in there. And,
you want this in there too?
Oh, I see Core Scorpia is here. Hi, Jennifer, Todd, and friends. Hi, thank you for saying hello and checking in. What's that, honey?
This goes in there?
Yep. You want to show everybody? Show everybody what we're doing?
Celery.
Celery. Okay, throw that in there, and you've got the fire going, right?
I do.
So I'm going to go ahead and just give it a little little stir. And then you can work on the carrot. We're going to need, I'm going to cover this up. I have the fire kind of high because we want to get the water going for a little bit. And yeah, we're going to do 1 cup of diced carrot. So this is the cup. If you want to trade me, pick. We've got some choices here that you can choose.
This one.
Okay, and see if that gives you, start there and see. Yeah. See how much you might need more. And I still have to add this guy right here. Hey, there are some other people on. Natalie Dixon, 6105. Hi, Jennifer and Todd. Hello, welcome. Marilyn Dubin is here. Hi, Jennifer, Todd, and friends. Hey, welcome everybody. So yeah, have you guys made split pea soup before? Or
lentil.
Lentil. Why did I say split pea?
I don't know, but that sounds really good too.
Lentil soup before. Let me know in the comments. And if so, what kind or how did it come out? So you can see, look at, now I'm new at this camera thing. Let's see, counter. Look at, you can see, oh, maybe you can't. I'm going to pour it on my hand. Do you see, even when I mix it up, it does make it fine, but there's like these little sticks. These little sticks, I don't like the sticks. And I know we're going to be mixing it up, but I kind of, you know, I don't know. Anybody else feel that way about the sticks? The flavor's really great, but these sticks have got to go. So I want to just take out a couple of these sticks. I mean, look at that big one. Look at this guy. Kind of big. Let's see. Anyways, all right. So let's take this grinded thyme. And, you know, if you're tuning in late, that's okay. Originally, the recipe calls for fresh sprig, but I don't have any fresh. So we're going with dried. And we're putting it in there. And there we go. So this needs to cook for a while, a lot of time, about 20, 30 minutes. So I'm just going to let that do its thing.
1 cup.
Ooh, that's good. That's good.
In?
No.
No.
Just on the side?
No.
Yeah. So was this a full one?
That was a full carrot.
Okay, so I'm gonna, you know, for me, I would add a little more.
All right,
but,
a little more.
But wait, no, but you don't have to. I just want to show everyone. Or you show everyone.
Oh.
Let's see. What do you guys think? Do you think that's full enough? It's not heaping over the top. What do you think? Should he add more, or are we going to take this one? That's something that's really cool about when it's not baking, when you're cooking. It doesn't have to be, you know, like
all right, well,
precise.
Let's top it off.
Well, it's up to you. You're the one. I'm just
topping it off.
Okay.
There we go.
Oh, he put back this half, which is great. That's great, honey. Okay, so I'm putting the thyme aside because we're done with that. And okay, so once let's see what it says. So place it in the water in the pot, add all of those things, and then we're going to cook it until the lentils are soft. Once the lentils are soft, then we're going to add the carrots, which you're cutting up, some potatoes, and the soy milk. I have it already poured, so I'm going to grab it because I'm going to let it, you know, not be so cold. I was going to have us make almond milk with our Nama M1, is it?
Sure.
Milk machine, but we had some of this, so I thought we would do it. Look at you.
Overflowing.
What do you guys think? What do you guys think? Hey, Jim Dixon 6688 is here. Hey, what are you cooking? What are we cooking?
Lentil soup.
Lentil soup from a recipe.
From a recipe from a chef that we ate with because of in Costa Rica.
In Costa Rica. And I had shared earlier that we that I asked them, could the chef share the recipe? Because it was so good. And you know, I really enjoy our recipes. But this one I believe is simpler, less ingredient.
Yeah, well, I don't know if it's less ingredients, but it was super good. It was really good. It's one of my favorite dishes also that we had there.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Do you know there was another one that I had wished I had asked? I thought about it. I bet if I did, they would have given it to me. It was a cauliflower soup.
Oh, yeah, that was good too.
A lot of the soups were pureed and they were delicious. There was one that was a vegetable soup and it had the chunks of all the vegetables.
Also good.
Do you remember any other soups that we had there? I'm trying to think. Those are the three that come to mind. There was one that I don't think was my
There was a cold
favorite.
one night.
Oh, like a gazpacho?
Yeah, there was like a gazpacho, but I don't remember what was in it.
I don't either.
Oh, I know, it's all good.
They had with the dinners only.
Yeah.
That was just something. They had a soup every night. So, okay. So I'm going to set this aside. We're going to set the carrots aside and we're going to move on to potatoes. Now, here's the thing. These are the red potatoes. You can use Yukon Gold potatoes. You could use russet potatoes. You could use any potato you want. He didn't specify. I know they didn't use sweet potato.
Sure.
In my recipe, I use sweet potato. I use all kinds of different potatoes, but trying to be as close to what they had, I picked this red. So you can peel them. I don't know. They didn't specify. So I'm going to leave it up to you. If you leave the skin on, the fiber is great. If you peel it off, you know, then the color might be a little, I don't know, the color sometimes could change. Like with russet potatoes, that skin is very thick and I would personally peel that one for a lentil soup. I just think it's, you know, a little too thick. But for like the Yukon Gold, which is like a buttery kind of creamier inside, or this red, I would do either. So
leaving it on.
Okay, leaving it on. Da, da, da. You guys heard it.
Executive decision made.
Okay, so this is 1 cup and I'm going to move it so that you can use that again to measure. And you're going to do 1 cup of the potato.
Okay.
And try to do it maybe the size of the carrot. So in hopes that they'll cook together.
Rock on.
If the pieces are larger, like let's say the potato and the carrots are different sizes and you put them in together, one might cook faster than the other. And this kind of helps it. So yeah, so that's really cool. Let's see, what else could we do? Oh, and then this also has some ground pepper and cumin, and that's going to be later. And then of course, I don't know why this looks wilty, but this is some beautiful cilantro. God, I love cilantro. You don't like cilantro? Hey, don't use it. You could use parsley. You could use chive. You could use whatever you want. They cooked it and then they served cilantro on top. We got this from the farmer's market, organic, and I just put it in here, but I think I let the water, because you fill this little guy with water, I think I let the water go a little bit too low, and they're not looking super happy. I treat these, you know, herbs like a plant, really, and this is like the vase, and I just love these containers. If anyone is interested, we can put a link. I've talked about them before. I hear this guy going. So woo, that's hot. Let's check it. I hear it bubbling. So I want to, whoa, look at that. I want to do the camera because I think we have a stovetop camera.
We do.
Check it out. Check it out. Oh, there we go. It's kind of dark, but you can see this is now doing really well. And it was kind of, you could see where the line was over here on the side. I think, uh-oh.
What? Oh, our stovetop froze.
I don't know. Are we still okay?
Yep.
Our stovetop froze?
Yep. All right. That's okay.
All right. Well, I can always move it over to show and share. So anyways, it looks good. And we're just going to turn the fire down a little bit because I had it on full blast, which I think it still is. And I'm going to move it down and we're just going to let it cook for a little bit. All right. So let's show. There's his potatoes.
Potatoes in a cup.
So we've got the potatoes, which are next, the carrots, which are next. Oops. And the soy milk.
Oh, you want me to go back?
No, it's whatever. I was just showing.
Let's go back.
These are the things that we're doing next. These are just extras with the potatoes. And yeah, so in the meantime, we could just talk about anything that's on anyone's mind. You know, I would like to ask you,
Yeah.
you know, I know cooking isn't something that you know, get excited about. At least that's what I used to be.
I get more excited about it the hungrier I get.
Really?
Well, it's more of a survival instinct at that point, but.
Okay, because what I've noticed is that if you wait till you're too hungry.
Oh yeah, then it's all bets are off.
It's not a good idea either.
Yeah, no.
Okay, but I was just going to say, like, you know, do you enjoy it more now? You know, what and how did that change for you now that you eat more plants? Or, you know, share a little bit about that, because I think there are a lot of people that don't like cooking.
Yeah, you know, I think for me, it's not something that I ever really enjoyed doing. You know, I didn't wake up one day saying, I'm going to spend time in the kitchen. But no, I do. You know, I enjoy experimenting with flavor and trying to recreate flavors that, you know, maybe I grew up with that you know, from foods I don't eat anymore.
That is true. That is true. I know that there have been times when you say, oh, I remember when my mom, used to do stuffed bell peppers.
Right.
And he always he gets excited about that.
Yeah. But back in the day, she was, you know, using animal products also in that stuffing. So it's how do you recreate that same meal just in a way that's now, you know, whole food, plant-based compliant.
And so doing that makes you excited?
I find it interesting to try and, you know, figure out how to, you know, unwind the recipe and then, you know, turn it into something else and still get that flavor, that texture, that, you know, familiarity.
So for me, I can remember being a little girl, probably as far back as maybe, I think 4 is maybe pushing it, but 5 years old, watching Julia Child.
Oh, wow. Yeah, no, I was watching Bugs Bunny.
Well, I watched Romper Room and all of that too. But you guys remember Romper Room? Who do I see? I see Apple and Marilyn and Natalie. I see Rose and, of course, Scorpy and Jill. And she would, I'm sure if you know what I'm talking about, you already know. Yeah. But I really did like the cooking shows, even as a little girl. So, and that's not something that you were into. No,
but I do remember them. You know, my mom watched The Galloping Gourmet.
Oh my gosh, I remember that.
Okay, so now we're dating ourselves.
But isn't The Galloping Gourmet? Oh, I was thinking of another guy, but go ahead. Okay.
Yeah, no, and that's all I remember is him. I couldn't tell you a single thing he made, but.
Yeah. Okay. Well, you know, I just was wondering your take, you know, because we have different perspectives when it comes to cooking in the kitchen. And
I used to like baking more than cooking.
Is that because it's scientific, or is that because you like, you know, desserts?
Probably a little of both. But I also like, you know, the I can make a mistake cooking and it still comes out pretty close to what I was thinking, versus you can't really make a mistake baking.
You mean when you're cooking, not a dessert?
Correct.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, it's more forgiving.
So if you put in too many carrots into this, not a big deal.
Not a big deal.
If you put in, you know, too much baking powder, it can be a big deal.
Got it. Yeah. So this is coming along really well. I don't know if our overhead camera for the stove is
we can try.
working. Let's try one more time. Otherwise, I'll move it over. But I kind of want people to see.
It failed. But we can do the countertop one and just bring it over.
Yeah. So I'm gonna I know this is our next phase. I'm just gonna move this over just for a minute. I kind of want you guys to see what's happening here. Now, the one thing that I think is interesting is that we only had 3 cups of water. 3 cups of water. And, you know, this isn't in the Instant Pot. So this can evaporate.
Yes, and is.
So look at that. So it says to cook it down until the lentils are soft. And I feel like they might be soft. So let's taste this. Do you want to go ahead and put the, yeah, you want to be our taster?
Sure, let's taste some boiling hot lentils.
Yeah, I was just going to say, please do not burn.
I'll do it. I'll do it.
Oh my gosh, go ahead.
All right.
And while you're doing that, Apple369 says, I remember Romper Room.
There you go.
Romper Room. Woo. Do you remember the Wonder Bug? It's just supposed to be soft.
Yeah, they're mostly soft.
Because we're not done cooking it. Sure, I'll get a different spoon.
I mean, we're the ones going to be eating this.
No, I know. But you'll probably want yours for in the future. Like the near future.
Like almost immediately now.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's soft enough.
There you go.
Okay. So it says when they're soft, I'm going to put it, well, let's put it here just to show. Go ahead and add to this. Let's do the overhead camera. Okay, this one?
Yep.
Okay. Go ahead, Todd, and add the potatoes. Da-da-da-da. Okay. All right.
See? All gone.
Okay. And then I'm going to add
do it.
Yep. I'll add the carrots. All the carrots are in there. And the soy milk. It says to add the soy milk now.
Let's do it.
Yep.
It's in.
There it is. So go ahead and give it a nice gentle stir.
Nice and gentle. Okay. Being stirred.
Now it says add pepper and cumin to taste. It doesn't really say when to add that. So I'm going to go ahead and do
Throw
that.
it in.
I'm going to do that.
Let's do it.
And then we just want to cook it enough to get the potatoes and carrots done. And then this is the cumin. It's just to taste. So I'm going to do, it depends if you like cumin or not. Some people don't. Some people do. Look, I'm doing this just a little pinch. You can always add more at the end.
Yeah, that's true. You can't take it out.
No, you can't take it out. And that's probably not enough cumin. So we'll do it after it cooks a little bit. So let's get it back on the stove. Looks good. Looks good. And I mean, this is basically it. And now we'll just cook it for maybe another 10 minutes or so until the potatoes and carrots are done. Okay. I have the, you did it already.
I did.
I like to have the lid a little bit off so that the steam can escape. And it really helps not to have the overflow happen. Sometimes we, when it overflows because it boils and if you're not paying attention. So I do have it on kind of a medium high because we added the cold, even though it wasn't super cold. I took the soy milk out. Yep. I don't think that it was room temperature. So I want to quickly. It was a little chilly. It still feels like it was chilly. Yeah. I want to make sure. Oh yeah, it's kind of. It's actually very cold. So I want to bring that up again, and then I'll tone it back down. Okay. Now, let me just move this over. So let's just talk for a minute. Sorry, honey. About the Instant Pot. So.
Oh yeah.
We haven't done this recipe in the Instant Pot, but if you wanted to try it, I haven't tested this one yet, but I'll tell you how I would do it. Now, if you're using an Instant Pot, I would personally add all of the ingredients, including the pepper and the cumin, but not the plant milk. Okay. And I personally like I mentioned, I think I mentioned this before, I like to saute the onions.
Yeah.
And you could even do, mirepoix.
Mirepoix.
Which is?
French.
For?
Something.
A combination of carrots, celery, and onion.
That's what I was going to say.
Okay. So you could use all of those since that is in the ingredients. And just with the onion, obviously it's part of the onion. And then just saute it until it's translucent. Or you could just do the onion. I feel like it allows the flavors to come out a little bit. Is that necessary? Do you have to do that? No.
I kind of wonder if you saute the onions, because sauteed onions have a very different flavor than cooked onions. Like
what do you mean
when you're cooking them in this.
Oh, okay. It's going from raw like we did.
Directly into
I mean, I'm not saying like brown them up.
Oh, okay.
Just make them so that they become
because I love a sauteed onion.
Browned.
Browned, Yes.
Yes. And you could do that, but I'm talking about just making it so that it's like a see-through, clear, like a translucent. And it usually brings out some extra flavor.
Okay.
But yeah, you that's funny. You're very particular about onion, though, in general.
I'm a little bit of a anal retentive on onions.
And why is that?
I don't know. I never really liked onions growing up.
Well, when we first got back together, when we were first dating, I would, I like onions, and it doesn't matter how they're cooked or how they're chopped or whatever. And there were times when I would either make a dish, a soup, or some kind of fajita. We were eating some plant chicken or whatever at the time, but even veggie ones, or even side dishes, right? Raw in salads.
Yep.
He absolutely could not handle it if it wasn't diced.
Oh yeah, it had to be really small.
If it was like how,
like you're feeding an infant child.
But I mean, if it was like sliced and then cut in half, and there were these longer pieces of onion, where's our leftover onion? If we cut it down and then he had like a long string, what would happen?
Oh yeah, it would get ugly.
It would get ugly. Why? What was it about that? You have to share.
It's just a thing. It's
not a different texture.
It was kind of stringy and chewy, and I couldn't hang.
So that was new for me.
Yeah.
I've never had a problem or even thought about the idea of textures being weird for people.
Yeah.
And I have a girlfriend that has a daughter, and many years ago, I learned that she didn't like bananas. I'm like, who doesn't like bananas? Really? Yeah. She said, well, she doesn't like the texture.
I always thought that about tofu also.
Oh, what? Tell me.
The texture of tofu always kind of wigged me out a little bit. It's just this spongy, weird thing. It's a cube of sponge. It's bizarre.
Has anything changed about that?
I eat tofu all the time now, so I'm adulting.
You're adulting. Oh my God. Okay.
Yeah.
So anyways, I learned that people get into textures. You could share. Do you guys have anything that you don't like the texture of it? It's not necessarily the flavor. That took me a long time to understand. I didn't get that. I thought you either like the flavor or you don't. I never thought about it as being a texture thing.
Yeah.
Anyhow, let us know in the comments. We'd love to hear.
What's your least favorite texture?
What's your least favorite? And you are good now with the onion.
Well, yeah, I'm better with them.
No, you still like it chopped up.
I do. I do like them chopped still. I'm not a big stringy onion guy. Unless it's like, and then when I say this, I mean a whole food plant-based version of onion rings.
Oh, onion rings.
Which you've made a whole food plant-based version.
Yeah. I think we posted some.
Super good.
Oh, I remember.
Yeah, then it's okay if it's a big onion.
See, it's so weird.
Yeah.
That you have all of these rules.
I have exceptions to the rules.
So Rose Brudnack 7709 says, yes, tofu is an acquired taste for me.
Yeah.
So is it a texture thing or a taste? Because she's mentioning taste.
Well, so here's the thing about tofu. Yeah, and she does mention taste, but tofu takes on the flavor of whatever it's made with. Or whatever it's in. Right. So by itself, I don't think, and I may not have the most sensitive palate, but I don't think that tofu has much of a flavor on its own.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't. I agree with you. I mean, it does have a flavor of its own. It's a very bland flavor. Yeah. I'm just going to quickly show what's happening here. And I know I was in the middle of talking about, see that? I'm going to turn it down because it's really bubbling, but it's continuing to do well. I'm going to talk about the rest of, what to do if you're doing this in the Instant Pot.
I do want to say, Apple says a few texture versions, tomatoes and grapes.
Oh.
Which grapes are just really tiny, sweet tomatoes. Kinda.
Okay. All right. I never thought.
They're little and they're round and they have stuff inside.
Oh my gosh. So what is it that you don't care for about the texture? Like the tomatoes, they come in so many different sizes, right? So is it the cherry ones that pop with the liquidy, little seeds, or what is it? Is it the skin? Like now I'm curious. And same with the grapes. And what else do we have here?
Jill says, Hominy?
Hominy? Oh, what is that? I don't even know.
What that is.
Okay, tell us.
And then Apple says, yes, what Todd said. He gets it. See?
Yay! Because they're the same. And Rose Brudneck says texture, and yes, it depends what it's cooked with. And Apple says
they pop.
They pop. See, yep. I have not really been into the pop with the little ones, but I never thought of that as a texture. And if I cut them, then I'm good. So anyways, okay. Right, and you guys can keep sharing that. That's fun to hear what everybody thinks about that. Okay, so, but if you're using the Instant Pot, just to recap, you'd add all the ingredients in, including the pepper, including the cumin, which we didn't do the full amount. I mean, we did a little bit. I'll do it in a little bit. But not the plant milk, which we added the plant milk here. And then, like I said, I would saute the onions until they're like a translucent. And then I would turn off the saute setting that's on there and add everything except the plant milk, right? I might see how much water, if that's enough water. I want the water to cover the lentils and everything. You know, it doesn't have to be totally, but I want it covered just slightly over the top. And then I would cook it in the Instant Pot for probably about, I don't know, 12 to 15 minutes on a high pressure and do a natural release. And a natural release just means that you don't, do you remember what a natural release is? It
means you leave it alone till it's done?
Well, the
little thing pops down?
Yes. And so that just means it kind of...
all the pressure has escaped.
On its own.
Yes.
If we release it, then it's like... and it gets crazy. And then once that's done, I would open the lid. Then I would add the plant milk and stir it up. And then I would use the hand blender, blend it up, plate it if you want the cilantro or whatever kind of toppings.
Or just blend it up and eat it right out of the...
you could...
right out of the Instant Pot bowl.
Yes. Yes, you could definitely do that. So, you know, I mean, I love lentil soup. How do you feel about lentil soup?
I like lentil soup.
Growing up, I only had it out of a can. Progresso lentil soup was like my favorite.
Yeah, we didn't eat a lot of soups.
You didn't?
No.
You're kidding.
I'm not.
Oh my
gosh. I kid about a lot of things.
Okay, when we got together the second time, because I remember you not feeling well sometimes.
Oh, yeah.
And his request, hold on to your seats, everyone, was 2 versions of...
oh, yeah, I remember this.
Campbell's cheddar. And let me see if I remember it right. Campbell's cheddar, which I didn't even know it came in a can at the time. And Campbell's potato. Yep. Which, yuck.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, that's my opinion.
Listen, they're both gross.
He would want to mix it in there when he's sick, okay? When he's sick, And that's what he would eat. And I'm like, are you sure that's what you want? Like, I can make you something homemade and really nice. He would be like, oh no, this is really good. How did that even happen?
I'm not sure where that came from or why that was a thing, but that was a thing.
That was a thing. Okay.
We don't do that now, though.
Oh my gosh. No, we don't. So let's see what's in here. Go ahead and read. So Jill Caperton says it's in Pozole.
Oh, it's a kind of...
what is that?
Pozole. It's a kind of corn, but it's gross.
Okay.
All right. Okay. Hominy. I'm writing that down. Do not try hominy.
Do not try hominy. Okay. We got to look it up and see what that is.
Well, now we're going to try it.
Yeah. Right. And then Rose Brudnack says, I'm going to try it. I wonder what it is that she's going to try.
The recipe in her crock pot.
Ah, this recipe in the crock pot, in which if I had read the rest. Yes, do that. Let us know how it is.
Do it now.
You know, like I said earlier, I love lentil soup. We've done a few shows using lentils with my own recipes. This recipe, is a very basic recipe. But like we said earlier, it really had so much flavor when we tried it.
So good.
I just wanted to try it at home and share it with all of you. So let me go ahead and see how this is going. We just need to make sure that the potatoes and the carrots are cooked. And then that's it.
Looks good.
Okay, I'm stirring it up here.
Stir.
Let's see, look at that. Looks like a little piece of the soy milk.
Oh.
Yeah, so just kind of made like a little thicker thing here. Let me see if we could get like a little piece of this.
Okay.
Here, I'm gonna put one on your spoon. Let's try the carrot and then we'll try the potato.
Am I just trying this for
We're
texture?
just seeing if it's we're seeing if it's cooked.
We're seeing if it's cooked.
Yeah, honey.
Wow, it's hot.
Did you think it was cold?
I am. Yeah.
It's not 100%.
It's not 100% cooked.
It's pretty darn close. So let's check also the potato. Let's do the potato here.
My guess is this is going to be hot too.
Yes, I bet it is. And this is all we're really waiting for. So let's just check and see how this is. Oh my gosh, I'm letting it cool for a minute. I'm going to turn this down a little bit more.
Wow, that is hot.
Well, yeah, honey. Sometimes I ask him to try stuff and I preface, it's so hot. Be careful. Remember that one time and you drank something and you're like, whoa. And I felt so bad. He burned the whole inside of his mouth under your tongue and it was like scorched, like the skin was peeling off.
It was gnarly.
It's like, oh my gosh, I told you it was hot, honey. The potatoes are cooked.
Okay.
The potatoes are cooked. So we'll just talk for another minute and then I'm going to go ahead and blend this up and we're going to taste it.
Right on.
So while we're doing that, go ahead and maybe cut a little bit, just a tiny bit if you want of whatever you want, some that look kind of nice. Or you can peel it off. If you don't want to cut it, you can just peel it off. You could use the stems. If you don't want to use it here because it doesn't look beautiful, then save them. Use them in a smoothie or put them in a salad. Just chop them really fine, but they're edible. You can eat the entire part. It's really, really wonderful and delicious and nutritious, and I hate to waste, so I try to use the whole thing. Okay, so let's see I know what I was going to tell you. I was going to talk about my necklace, but I want to see. Jill says, "Oh, it's a Mexican soup."
Pozole?
Yes, it's
Which
a
is
Mexican.
Probably not the right pronunciation.
Yeah, we probably butchered that. Okay, well, we'll have to look that up and see what that looks like. Thank you for sharing that. It's a kind of corn, but it's gross. It's a Mexican soup.
Okay.
So we know. I'm going to go ahead and take out. Do you want to share? No, we can have our own.
Yeah,
soup
we can share.
bowls.
We're not.
We'll have our own. I didn't bring these out. I'm going to bring these out. These are kind of fun little bowls. I have only 3 of these. These were my grandmother's on my dad's side, and somehow I only got 3 of them. So we'll use them today. They're kind of fun. Okay, so I don't know. Can you guys, I'm going to hold this up. This is a necklace that I bought in Costa Rica, and I'm going to try to get it really close to the camera. And I would love if you guys could tell me what you think it is.
What is this?
What you think it is. Let me see. Okay, and I'm going to turn it slowly.
Any guesses?
Yeah. Okay. And if it's not clear, you want me to try to show it a different way, I could show it a different way. But I really want to hear if you guys have any guesses as to what this necklace is. Okay. So while we're doing that, you've got the cilantro already.
I do.
I'm going to go ahead and turn this off. I think it's probably nice and good because, we can double check the carrot again, but everything else is good. And so you want to would you be the carrot tester?
Sure.
Hot, honey, hot. Hot, hot, hot. No burning mouth.
No burn mouth.
No burn mouth.
Got it.
Let me know.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to put that aside for a minute. Let's go ahead and would you get the hand blender together? I just put that in there. I'm going to go ahead and move this over. I wonder if anybody has any guesses as to what my necklace is. No guesses? Come on, you guys. Any guesses?
It is not pozole.
No, don't worry, Jill. It is not pozole. Okay, I was trying to have that be a pretty thing here. We can make it prettier. I love having displays of fruits and vegetables all the time for you guys and for myself. I think it's just so pretty. So I'm just going to put this here. That's not really
Plugging.
pretty. Okay, so
In.
should I add more cumin and pepper now? Or I think I'm going to add it and then we'll blend it. Do you want to do that? You go ahead and do that.
Add more cumin and pepper?
Yeah, and if you're not sure, go ahead and use this for the cumin. Don't overdo the cumin because I'm not sure that our son is a big fan. But, you know, because we can always add it individually. You know, if you don't like it, you can always add it separately. Some people love it. I have friends that just love it. And they're like, you can't put enough in. So it really depends.
There we go.
Okay, so I'm just going to go.
And for the record, I put in roughly the same size pinch of cumin that you did.
Okay, so
and
2
whatever
pinches.
Number of twists
and we can test
covered.
it. So here I go. Let's put this on the overhead camera. It's this one?
Yep.
Okay. And I am going to make sure that it's low. And then we're just going to blend it up. Blend it, blend it, blend it. Now they had it blended, like really blended.
It was really,
there
really
were no
well
chunks in it at all. So I want to really blend it up. I sometimes like the chunks in it, but we're trying to do it like they did it. So do you remember what it tasted like? Like, are you going to be able to say, oh, this is it?
Yeah.
It seems pretty thick here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this wasn't too watery. It was a hearty soup. Yeah, it was hearty soup. And I'm just going to continue to do this. Now, it looks a little bit, color is a little different. I wonder if they didn't use red bell pepper. They may have used a green bell pepper, although, you know, carrots come in all different colors too. Well, did they use, what about the lentils? Maybe they used green? Well, we used green, but they're a brown and they're French. They didn't specify which one, and we just used green because that's what we had. I mean, we have some other ones, but that was an open one. Okay. Look at that. Look at that, you guys. It's almost done. Almost done. Whoa. Do you guys, I really love these blenders. You got to be careful, though, because it's hot, and if you angle it wrong, you can really splash it. You can burn your sous chef. You can, or yourself. So I'm just being careful. I want to get it, you know, the whole top where these holes are. See, there's holes in it. I want to get it all the way submerged. This one has a turbo. Let me try turboing it. Turbo red. Wow. That is. Okay. Yep. That is burning your sous chef. Oh my God, I'm sorry, honey. So we should avoid turbo. Okay, now that's the regular one. Do you see? I'm just kind of. Okay. All right. So let's unplug. Yep, and let's go to the overhead again. Oh, we have Jill put in her guess. Is it ivory? Ivory, that's a good guess. Ooh, can you do that? I can do that. Mr. Strongman? I can do that. This Mr. Strongman, and then just kind of put that over the top. There you go. And I will clean this off later. Well, I'll clean it off now. Yeah, a lot of times I like to take it, keep it plugged in, you know, and then just take some like a little bowl of water and blend it up, and it cleans it. But this one's so great. Look, there's hardly anything in it. So I just really enjoy this. Remember when I did a comparison with these? Yeah. Yeah. So you could check that out. And they had pros and cons, and it was fun. So check it out if you haven't seen it. It was a while ago. It was. It's good though. All right. So I am going to plate this. Or you want to plate it? You played it. You played it. Oh, that'll be fun. Okay. No, you played it. Let's see how Todd does. All right. Here is this. The plates are over here. The bowls, I should say. Yep, we've already brought out the bowls. Please do not burn yourself. Okay. There's the mitts over there. This is a constant warning for me, apparently. Yep. And just, you know, a small spoonful just to taste for me. And you can have whatever you want for you. It's pretty thick. I feel like it was thinner. Oh, look at how cute. Okay. Oh, he's doing the finishing touches. All right. So while he's getting that ready, I'm going to share with this.
Oh, and Jill is saying, will this recipe be on your website? Would you put it on the website?
Yeah, I'll put it on the website.
Okay, yes. It's not there right now. When do you think that will be?
I'll do it right when we're done here.
Okay,
so give me just a few minutes on it.
Well, definitely by the evening or a couple hours or whatever from the time that this went live. And so thank you. Yes. So, okay. It's not ivory. Before we taste it, let me just share with this and give it a minute to cool off. But that's a great guess. So okay, let me just move this so we don't burn ourselves. When we were in Costa Rica, I saw this and I just couldn't help but get it. It is a real slice of banana. There's an artist, and she was taking banana and slicing it. She used other things too for other pieces of art, but she took banana and she sliced it and she put it on a dehydrator and dehydrated it. Now, I think this might be the skin, or the side. And I think it might be more than one piece. I don't know if it's a couple, but she then painted it with some things to make it like really white.
Yep.
She had different colors. She had a blue and a red and an orange. I just wanted something that was closest to the real color of a banana. And then, yes, she put a resin on top, not on the sides, and then this adjustable chain. And I thought, how cool is that? I want to wear a banana slice. So anyways, Todd and I talked about a lot of different things that we saw in Costa Rica that had resin. And we were like, we should play with resin. So if we ever get that together, maybe we could do that on the show and share about
fun with resin.
Yeah, we don't know. But isn't that fun? She also had orange slice.
I think
she made
pineapple
earrings and just all kinds of stuff. But anyhow, thanks for playing and guessing. And it's a banana. Would you have ever guessed that? I don't know. Okay, so you want to switch?
Switching.
Have your thing here. I'm going to go with this bowl, I think, which was the smaller one that you were giving me, and a spoon. And here's yours, sweetie.
Okay.
And let's give it a taste.
Okay.
Let's give it a taste. All right.
Ready?
Yeah. If you want, you can always add more pepper or anything on top. Wow. That is really good. I feel like it's a little thicker than it was. So I would maybe either add a little more milk, plant milk, or a little more water during the cooking portion.
Yep. It's definitely thicker, but the flavor is there.
The flavor is there. So if this is too thick for you, you could thin it out a little bit. This is so easy.
They're so good.
It is really good. I am so happy that they shared it with me and then we could share it with you guys. I mean, it's just such a simple, basic recipe, right? We just had a few things here. And anyways, that's how they did it. I bet if you added the potatoes and carrots at the same time, maybe once the lentils are like partially cooked. I don't know. It's all blended up, so it's not like you're worried about it holding its shape. Sometimes there are recipes where you don't want the potato to fall apart, but in this case, that's not the case, right? So anyways, you guys, we just want to thank you so much for being here with us today. I hope you enjoyed this show and hanging out with us. And if you decide to try this recipe, please let us know how you like it. If you're an Instagram or a social media person and you take pictures to share, tag us. We'd love to see it. And if not, you can leave a message in the comments below and just let us know your thoughts about it. We'd also like to know if you like watching us cook together versus some of the other ways that we usually do our lives. We're just kind of trying to see if there are some other ways to do things like, right?
Yeah. We're cooking, we're together, Less cooking, less together, whatever.
Yeah. So let us know. So you want to go on the other side so you can
I sure
end
will.
it up. Do you want to say goodbye to everybody?
Goodbye to everybody.
Oh my gosh, everyone. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And as I always say, guys, don't forget to eat your greens and give plants a chance. They will not disappoint you. I promise. We look forward to seeing you next time. Take care, everyone. Bye for now. Bye-bye.